welcome to the Physique Mastery Podcast. Scott Tousignant, along with Bryan Krahn, PhysiqueMasteryMovement.com. Today we are going to talk about intuitive training, and had a great question kind of pop up, or a great comment pop up in our support community regarding training. This is the first time I've ever designed a training program with progression in mind, where the first week it was just kind of get a feel for the movement, get a feel for the programming, train at about 80%. So you're leaving like 2 reps in the tank or something for most of the exercises there. You're just kind of getting a feel for the training techniques that we're using and getting a feel for the weight that you should be lifting. And then I had programmed, all right, second week you're going to go up to 90%, third week 100%, then you're going to dial it back. I've never ever done that before, and this is kind of a great learning experience for myself as a coach. It was something I guess worth playing around with, but I'm never going to do it again, just kind of based on this experience. So Carrie was absolutely kicking butt, really loving the program the first week, and now she's on day 1 of the second week of the program, where she's supposed to be bumping up her kind of, I guess you'd say, intensity, depending on how you want to label it, but her RPE. She's gonna go for her rate of perceived exertion from 80% to 90%, which means she's probably gonna be bumping up the weight a little bit, so progressing in that fashion. Yeah. And she was all amped up for it before the workout, getting to the gym. All right, I'm gonna be pushing the weight, gonna be lifting a little bit heavier. And then she got started with the workout, and her body just didn't have it. She wasn't able to increase the weight, and you can kind of sense that frustration from her. She's kind of bummed out that she wasn't able to hit that progressive goal, and that's the last thing that you ever want to have. You don't want to get down on yourself for not hitting certain numbers during a workout. And so we're going to kind of talk about the beauty of hypertrophy training, bodybuilding in general, and intuitive training. So Bryan, take it away. Intuitive training. What are some of your insights there?
Well, I mean, especially as, the longer you train, you're gonna have workouts where you show up and you just don't have it. Whether because the last one was just awesome and you had all the stars are aligned, or this one you have just more mental baggage, or you didn't sleep as well. But that's the beauty of bodybuilding, is that you can still, like, strength training is like the numbers are they're a lot harder numbers. Like the programming has to be a lot more precise. Yeah. Or typically has to be. But bodybuilding, you can flip the script a lot more, as long as you're reaching failure on that set. Whether if it's a reduced load and you're doing more reps, if you're hitting voluntary failure, you will create some type of adaptive response. So you can, in other words, you can still kind of jump off the song sheet and get a training effect, even if it isn't, hard progression from the previous week. Right. So it's not muscle confusion by any stretch of the imagination. It's kind of just changing the goalposts a little bit.
You hear a lot that people have mentioned that your body doesn't know the weight that's on the bar. So like this week you may have tons of energy, you're strong, you're feeling great, and you really crush it. And the next week you're like, fuck, I can't do the same number of reps that's in this target with this weight. You go lighter, you hit that target rep range, that weight to your body may feel exactly the same as the heavier weight did the week before.
And there's just so many different metrics of progression. I mean, if you do a workout and the next week your performance you don't get any better, like the same number of reps, same load, but if it's smoother, if it's faster, if the reps feel better mind-muscle connection, your better range of motion, everything is it's a cleaner looking workout, cleaner feeling, you're more in the zone. That is progression. Yeah. Maybe not progression that you can mark on your app or in your freaking training log, but it's still a form of progression. It's building towards mastery.
It's my building towards mastery, exactly. It's my favorite form of progression. Yeah. Especially at this, we've been training for 25 plus years, lots of lifting experience under our belts. We're getting older. Yeah. Adding weight on the bar is, the chances of increasing our strength is getting lower and lower, especially when we're training this way. But training smarter, we want to be in this for the long term. Yeah. Rep quality is my favorite way to progress. Totally. And a lot of that is that mind-muscle connection. And to me, getting playful with my exercises, movements during the workout, enhancing that mind-muscle connection, and really feeling a movement better than I've ever felt it before,
That's
I get a high off of that. Like, to me, it makes the experience so much more enjoyable. It's easier on my joint. I just feel better. I feel more invigorated after a workout rather than trying to push extra weight and always trying to increase.
And, and that's where we kind of, that's where you can almost extend a program like longer in duration. Like if each workout just keeps getting better, you almost don't want to, maybe you shouldn't say that because we're going to be putting out monthly workouts, but like certainly like there's something to be said for just having increasingly better workouts, even if the training poundages aren't going up.
For sure. So I'd say, like, for Carrie's experience there, it would have been completely different, like how she felt after this workout. She kind of felt defeated a little bit because she wasn't able to hit her number targets that she was going for. Now, if she had trained intuitively, got to the gym, did her first set and go, holy shit, I just don't have my strength today. I've got to make an adjustment here. I've got to call an audible, as Bryan says. All right, I don't have my strength. I'm going to go a little bit lighter.
Omaha.
Train a little bit. That's right. Train a little bit more for the feel. So maybe go a little bit lighter, slow down the movement a little bit more, feel the tension, feel the contraction. She would have gained a lot more from that experience and walked away from this experience feeling great, like feeling like thriving from it rather than feeling kind of defeated at the end of it.
Yeah, like there's that whole thing, that strength training thing. Oh, if you show up at the gym and you just know you're not going to have it, or you do that first set and you should just pack it up and go home. I mean, that's more of a pure strength training kind of device or technique. If you're not going to make progression, you might as well, fuck it, pack up your tent and go home. Bodybuilding, man, I mean, there's so much more loosey-goosey. There's so many more different ways you can progress. And, do I have a study to back that up? I'll get on that.
We got two. We got N equals 2 right here for sure. People can comment below. We're all been part of that experiment.
I'll get right on PubMed, homie.
It's true, and you can still hit. You follow the program as is. The rep ranges, the techniques. You just reduce the load a little bit and go for quality rather than increasing the loadage there. And
it's such a huge part of this, man, is feeling successful.
Yeah.
Because if you have a workout and it's maybe it's not on paper, it's not as successful as you want it to be, but you make a few adjustments and you still leave and you feel successful, you feel you've made progress and you've created, it's been a cleaner workout, smoother reps, a little bit, everything just looked a little bit better, and you feel good about it. That still matters.
Oh, 100%. And this is mastery. It's definitely, this intuitive training is absolutely, this is what it's all about. It's going from set calculations. Like we always talk about this in terms of fat loss and looking at calories. Our body is not an equation. We're not a math thing. Like you have to increase the load on the bar every single week in order to progress, or you have to eat so many calories a day in order to progress. We're not an equation. Like mastery is learning to transition from those set hard numbers to listening to your body and calling these audibles at the appropriate time.
Like, I wonder how many champion bodybuilders ever went, they start a workout and it's not going so well and they just went, fuck it, I'm just going home. I just don't have it today. Maybe during their strength phases perhaps, but certainly not.
Yeah. Well, I think that's good, and that's the beauty of sharing this experience with others and hearing, like, to not just share the good stuff, but to share those moments, those challenges, those setbacks, because it brings out a great conversation like we're having right now. So put yourself out there, share the good, share the bad, and support each other along the way. Looking for a great support community out there, PhysiqueMasteryMovement.com. Get yourself a killer freaking workout every single month. Nutrition guidance, support, just fun. Thanks, Carrie, for bringing up this topic for us. It made for a great episode on our show. We'll catch you guys next time.